Hello, hello. Let's do a Bitcoin technical analysis for today to prepare for the trading day ahead. Markets are opening soon, the US stock market. That's where we get the most volume, best time to trade. So let's start with monthly chart. It's not for trading, it's just for building perspective. I don't have any levels on monthly chart because the levels take a long time to reject from, and for day trading it's not very useful. It's better to go to lower time frames, but for perspective it's good. So what we see here is an uptrend, and the market sentiment is in disbelief. Why is it in disbelief? Disbelief is because people expect a bull market after the halving, and we still have like half a year to go. In the previous cycles it started much later, and I see in the data that people are trying to short this. They don't believe that this could be the bull market. And for me it doesn't really matter. I don't care about these terms, bull market, bear market. I just take it trade by trade, level by level. But this sentiment of disbelief and everyone shorting is kind of good for sustaining the price for continuous move up. Let's go to weekly chart. Now with weekly chart we get some useful information here. To trade reversals you need good highs. And what is a good high? The good high is after a strong move up, you need to take the high again, like here, or like here, or like here. And for example, if you try to short this, the high was taken. If you try to short in this week, the high was taken. If you try to short this week, the high was taken. If you try to short this week, the high was taken. If you tried this actually worked out, but it was kind of unprecedented move. Nothing is 100% in the markets, so it is what it is. It was bear market, it was very slow price action. I didn't trade any of this. I waited for the volume to rise after here, when basically since January we started getting more and more volume, so it's tradable again. Okay, so good highs. How can we use that this week? Strong move up, the high is taken. Strong move up, the high is taken. Strong move up, the high is taken, and the high is not taken yet after last week's move up. So we can expect the high to be taken. We don't think about longs, at least no swing. We don't think about shorts, that's what I mean. We don't think about shorts until the high is taken, unless it's like quick scalps or some day trades. If lower time frames give opportunities, it's fine, it's okay, you can short, but expect the high to be taken with the highest probability. The highest probability is not like 100%, it's like 60-70%, but it's useful to know that you're not supposed to go against a strong move or you're gonna lose. Let's go to daily chart. So same story again, strong move up, the high was taken. This is a good high. This is a shortable opportunity. You could trade this, but the sentiment is like everyone's trying to short this. So it doesn't really make sense that the price drops from here, but it could drop. This is an opportunity on TA. We hit the liquidity pool here, we hit some stops, we close red. This is good for short. As we see, it didn't go down, and this is what happens very often. The price just doesn't break the market structure and it keeps going up. So you need to take profits. Where do you take profits? You take profits on the POC. That's the level that we need to lose, and basically it's gonna look like this. We backtest and we go much lower. This is the biggest support that we have holding this price now. So we moved up again. We have bad high. What do we do with this? We expect the high to be taken. It's same story as on the weekly chart. So we don't look for short yet. If we start losing, you know, if we close this very red, then we can look for shorts on the bounce up, like here and then down. Then we can look for shorts. But now don't even think about this. It doesn't make sense. At least on the daily chart. Let's see what the lower time frames show us. Let's go on different chart. I have low time frame analysis here. Lower time frame, basically we have this support here. What is this support? This is basically 0.5 from this dump here. It's the middle. We are holding the middle. How good are we holding? Look at this wick. Look at this wick. This is kind of different. It's moving stronger to the downside. Nothing to be worried about. We basically sweep the highs from the weekend, and that was enough to move the price down like this. Enough to generate a lot of selling basically in the market. And it doesn't mean that support is not gonna hold. But if we start losing this one, we have golden pocket here. I like this area because 36175. Look at lower time frames. Look how good this level holds here. Bounce, bounce. Basically, it's unexpected what's gonna happen once we lose 0.5. We can drop really hard. It's up to the limit buys to stop the price of the market trades. Basically, how many limit orders are stacked in there. We can know places where we can expect support, and then we wait for reaction. How the reaction is gonna look like. It's not gonna be like this. It's gonna basically it could happen here because we kind of have a W here. The price is still moving down, so this market structure, until it breaks, it's still moving down, and the volume starts probably here because we take this low. Once we bounce back above the 0.5, that's a trade. If you want, that's a trade. How you gonna catch the low here? You cannot catch this unless we do consolidation. We make a good low on lower time frames, we sweep the liquidity, and then we go up. You could trade this here and enter on coming back into the range, smaller time frames, and then expect to break at least one resistance, which is the highs here. Then expect to break 0.5. If we don't break 0.5, we move much lower. If we break 0.5, then you have support again. And where do you expect the biggest move to happen this week? In the shortest time frame. Basically this weekly open. We play with sentiment here, and people see red weekly now. What are they doing? They are selling basically. And once we see green weekly, the sellers are gonna be gone, you know, they're gonna stop the positions, and when you stop a sell, it's a buy, and this is gonna be an unpredictable pump to the upside. Resistance is here above the high or above this high. This is basically short-term opportunity down to weekly open, probably maybe range back down to 0.5, 56.8, and this is for longer term. You can basically catch the high here. If it doesn't dump, it's gonna bounce like this, maybe 36.8, because I really like this level. It's gonna bounce like this, and if we break out, there is basically price discovery there. There are levels from a higher time frame, going back more than a year. I wouldn't trade one touch of these levels, of any of those. It doesn't matter what happens there. It doesn't matter how we reject. One touch is not tradable. Once we break out from this, I'm looking for consolidation and then sweep the liquidity and then down. There are no V-shapes like this. If there are, they're very rare, and you're gonna lose money trying to catch them. Let's check order flow to see if the support is holding, how good it is, and what's happening today. Basically, I'm using ATAS for this. We can see sentiment on this left bottom chart. There are shorts here. The imbalances are showing places where there are much more shorts than long. So short strapped, short strapped, short strapped, short strapped, trap, 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 basically. The last longs we have are basically below 35k and 33.8k. So once we reverse, we're gonna sweep them, and we're gonna sweep them all probably, because these are long still waiting in the market. They are making money, and basically they're gonna be swept. Shorts, who shorted the high? Basically there are shorts here and there are shorts here. There are some longs trapped on the high, which got squeezed already probably, and I would expect these shorts to get taken out. There are longs trapped here, longs trapped, longs trapped, continuing move to the downside, longs trapped last hour. So this could continue slightly lower, maybe take this low, maybe take that low, but anyway, the market conditions are basically trap short, squeeze short, and that's how it goes.